Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Tuesday night. And we have several developing stories just before we come on the air tonight. President Trump and three more top officials are now out at the Pentagon. We'll get to Martha Raddatz in just a moment. But we're going to begin here with these new and alarming numbers just in tonight on the coronavirus. Just weeks now before Thanksgiving, now rising in all 50 states, and a record number of new cases tonight. More than 165,000 cases in just the past 24 hours. 10.2 million cases in this country since the outbreak began, and some have now warned we could be at 20 million by Christmas if we don't take this seriously. More than 239,000 lives have been lost, 1,400 more Americans lost since just yesterday. State officials, governors taking action to stop the spread from New Jersey to Iowa, from Utah to California. Hospitals pushed to the limit in so many states, El Paso, Texas, among the hardest hit. They've already brought in temporary morgues, those refrigerated trucks. And tonight, new reporting about Pfizer's vaccine and their plans to distribute it once it's approved. It needs to be kept at least 94 degrees below zero as it's shipped out across this country. And when will Americans likely get a vaccine? What Dr. Fauci said just before we came on the air. We begin here tonight with our chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman.
Tonight, the country with those grim firsts, 165,000 daily COVID cases and rising cases in all 50 states. And now the nation on the verge of more COVID patients hospitalized than ever before.
There are 154 bodies in there and out here.
And perhaps nowhere is the toll more apparent than El Paso, Texas. County Judge Ricardo Samaniego leading us into his hometown's heartbreak.
You think that you have two friends who died who might be in one of these trucks?
One for sure, I think, but I have no clue.
The state shipping in 10 trucks.
And yet another mobile morgue truck pulling in. There are more of them on the way here.
COVID cases soaring here, every hospital in the area using those blue surge tents.
Because our testing is so inadequate and we're missing so many people, my best guess is that between 300,000 and 400,000 Americans are getting infected every day. So it's unfortunately much worse than it even appears.
And across the country, frontline workers are pleading with the public.
If I can do CPR on a person that's dying because of COVID while I wear a mask, you can probably wear a mask when you walk around a store.
Tonight, hope resting on that vaccine. If Pfizer gets the green light for its vaccine, 20 million doses could be produced every month.
We have anticipated that we will have enough vaccine by the end of December to have vaccinated our most vulnerable citizens in nursing homes and otherwise, and by the end of January, enough for all healthcare workers and first responders.
After that, essential workers like teachers, law enforcement, and food plant workers. Then adults with high-risk conditions and those over 65. The rest of Americans could get access to the vaccine at the end of March at the earliest. But the government faces unprecedented logistical hurdles trying to move millions of doses of a vaccine that needs to be stored at minus 94 degrees. From these big freezers at Pfizer into small containers packed with dry ice shipped around the country by FedEx and UPS.
We not only have the track of the location, but also we track the temperature, which is a way of ensuring that the vaccine that is actually finally given to the person being vaccinated is still good.
Yeah, a huge process ahead. Let's get right to Matt Gutman. He's live in El Paso tonight. And Matt, just before we came on here, Dr. Anthony Fauci was asked when he thinks most Americans could actually get this vaccine.
David, Dr. Fauci said that most Americans will likely be able to get the vaccine probably by late April, but he admits that's a guesstimate. Also worth noting that the FDA has approved an antibody treatment designed for people 65 and older with underlying health conditions and who have only mild or moderate symptoms. The hope is to keep them out of hospitals like this one. David.
All right, Matt Gutman leading us off tonight on these new numbers. Matt, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.